Hi everybody, Rusty from the Rusty Razor, and today we're going to be doing another shave and breaking out some of the old stuff with the belonged to my grandfather. We have the old Gillette adjustable, slim. This was like 1964. It's belonged to my grandfather on my mom's side, and he used it for many years. And when he passed away 45 years ago, I collected it up from my grandmother's. That, is that razor still around? And she gave it to me. Kind of a nostalgia thing for me. So I break it out every once in a while and use it. And today we're pairing it up with some Gillette Perma razors. They seem to work pretty good together. I like to shave in these two. And the soap for the day is we got a sample, which is a Stirling Gentleman from Stirling Soap Company. It's not bad stuff. It's one of those soaps that I like and not like at the same time. I like how it feels and everything, but the scent is like, some days I use it, go, oh, I like this stuff. And the other days, like, oh, I'm not so big fan of it. I don't know if it's like from day to day how my nose, adjusts to it. So who knows? And then we'll follow it up with some Stetson. Yeah, I like Stetson. I'm a child of the 80s. Alright, so we got the soap already done up. And let's put a little bit of moisture on the face again. It's dried up. I do have my Parasso pre-shave. I've already put it back up on the shelf there. So let's get this going here. It's got a nice lather. It's not so bad as like when you put it on, you get a nice little slickness. So one thing about the Stirling soaps is that overall they seem to be very slick even after you've done your quick shave and you pour everything off. Put that off there. So, got that. Now, we're going to do I got this, I'll make sure double check. It is on 4. Got it on a 4. Warm this blade up a little bit. And you can hear that blade working. The first use for that Gillette Perma Sharp blades. Need to break some down off the shelf above. Got a bunch. I like 600-700 razor blades at the moment in the collection. So a little bit of everything as you go through and you try new stuff. Back in the day, I used to use nothing but Gillette blades, and then around 96, 97, they started costing about $5 for a 5-pack. And I was like, this is ridiculous. It's cheaper. Well, I understand why they did it. Is that it's cheaper to buy those cartridge blades. Hey. And so I started using cartridges. I got used to kind of using cartridges, actually disposable, because what else went through basic training in the 90s. They made us use disposables for our shaving, so that was the first experience I had with the disposable razors. Everything else was always with I had my Schick and my Black Beauties. Yeah. And it was probably around 94, 95, about 95, when I finally ran out of my Old Spice shaving pucks. They ran out because they quit producing them like in the early 90s. I wish they'd bring those things back because I loved always shaving with my Old Spice. Alright, first pass is done. Add some moisture to this, and your face is still slick, so you really could continue shaving with the just the way it is at the moment. But just saying, when they started to really push those disposable and cartridge razor blades in the 90s, and then they seemed like they upped the price of the blades and just kind of forced you to start buying those things. So, all right, let's go against the grain, or cross the grain, I guess. It's kind of funny, is a little story that I always shaved in the shower when I was a kid. That's how I did it, in and out. And I did the same thing going through basic training. I remember the drill sergeant comes in, "What are you doing, the specialist?" Because I was a specialist when I went through basic training, because I had a college degree. And I just shaved, and he's like, "You shave without a mirror?" Yeah, because I'd never have, into the last 6 months or so, I had never used a mirror. This is kind of a new experience for me. Yeah, interesting. I just felt a tug. I got a bit of scarring right there that catches every once in a while. When I was, how old was I? 12, I think. Maybe 11, somewhere in there. I was in elementary school. We're out sledding, and we had this big hill on the property, on the farm. And we had a kind of an ice storm hit. Because normally when you get going down the hill, you would stop at a certain spot. And we had trees at the end of the hill. And we had an ice storm, so everything was covered in ice. So we went flying down on our toboggan. And it just kept going, and we were not... It's like, realize, hey, maybe we should get off this thing or put the brakes on or something by diving off. And just plowing right into the tree. I was like face first into a tree. It's like, hey, I did catch you right there. Yeah. And I just like cut right through. You could split my lip like this, so you could see right in through the teeth. Just cut my lip right wide open. So it was a mess. Broke my nose. That was a train wreck that day. Came walking back into the house and blood everywhere. And my mom was like, "Oh," she was screaming. Like, I didn't realize how bad it was. It hurt really bad. But you're like, hey, and then it's like, okay, time for some stitches. So you got some stitches put in. Sewed my lip back and chin back together. But that wouldn't be the first time. Did something stupid as a kid. But if you're not living life, you're not living. We had all kinds of fun as a kid. And I'm feeling this one today. It's a little more aggressive. This razor is slight. It's like seems like a slight difference between this setting on my Black Beauty and the setting on this. So there's been times when I would set this at 3 just to get the same effect. That's good. But yeah, back in the day, like today, you look at it and it just shocked me is that the amount of materials that are available now to individuals that we never had back then. It's like not much different today. Is that you had your aftershave and your what do you call it? Soaps, which are your usual soaps that you get. Williams and Old Spice were the two soaps that were the common that you find on the shelf back then. What? That's a spot right here. I don't know how that happened. Alright, looks done. Good enough for government work. Good enough for when you're in the field, too. Must have nicked myself somehow. When you catch yourself, it's like not paying attention. These blades will snag you. You know, I have to break out the olive block. Ooh, hey. Must be behind. Caught myself behind here. Hell no. Haven't done that in forever and a day. But I'm used to blood. Maybe it was like forewarning talking about busting your face out and chopping it to bits. Talking about blood. But a little bit of sting right here, a little bit here, and right there. So obviously, this is typically like when I'm shaving. Usually, well, a lot of times I'll catch myself right here, here, and up on the lip. Especially you can see the scarring right there. Typically where I get drilled, but got that on there. Ball up a little. I love that stuff. Stetson smells good. I love Stetson. Whew. Cool. A little bit of menthol in that. It's like a soothing lotion, and then you smell the scent coming in, and then you start feeling that little bit of chill come in with it, which is interesting because right now we got probably 3 inches of snow on the ground here in Iowa. We got a squall warning come out today. Said, hey, look out, squall in the way, icy conditions, white out. Yeah. But it was a good shave today, with a little bit of blood that went with it, with this old Gillette Slim. I don't use it very often. It is heavy, so a lot of times it just glides right over. Get a nice little smooth shave. But it's kind of honors my grandfather. I do have one of my other grandfathers on my dad's side. I do have one of his razors too. So, and my dad has a bunch of my grandfather's razors. So he had like some Star razors. He had a couple different brands or styles, but that is it. That's the entire thing. Hope you guys like it, and like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.